Hi there! I'm so excited to tell you a story today. I'm Toby, and I love dogs. But did you know there are so many amazing things about dogs that most kids don't know? Let me tell you what I discovered about my dog, Max. One sunny day, I was playing in the backyard with Max. Max is a big, fluffy dog with a wagging tail and shiny brown eyes. He's my best friend. As we were running around, I noticed something strange. Max seemed to know when I was about to throw the ball, even before I did it. It was like he could read my mind. I wondered how he did that. Later, when I asked my mom about it, she smiled and said, "Dogs have an incredible sense of smell and can pick up on tiny clues that we don't even notice. Maybe Max could smell your excitement before you threw the ball." Wow, I didn't know dogs could do that. I decided to learn more about Max's amazing nose. The next day, I took Max for a walk in the park. We saw other dogs and their owners, and I noticed how all the dogs seemed to be sniffing around. I crouched down and asked Max, "What are you smelling, buddy?" Max wagged his tail and sniffed the ground. I imagined that he was telling me a secret story through his nose. My mom had told me that dogs can smell thousands of times better than humans. They can even smell things buried deep underground or hidden away. As we continued our walk, I saw Max stop suddenly and sniff a particular spot. His tail wagged faster, and he started digging. I watched curiously as he unearthed a small old toy. I picked it up and realized it was a toy I had lost a long time ago. Max had found it with his super nose. I hugged him and gave him a treat. He was so clever. After that, I started paying more attention to Max and his behaviors. One evening, as we sat together on the couch, I noticed that Max seemed to know when I was feeling sad. Whenever I was upset, he would come over, nuzzle me, and rest his head on my lap. It was like he could sense my feelings. My dad explained that dogs are very good at reading human emotions. They can tell when we're happy, sad, or even scared, just by looking at our faces and body language. One rainy afternoon, I was feeling a bit lonely because my friends couldn't come over to play. Max must have noticed because he brought over his favorite toy, a squeaky bone, and dropped it in my lap. He looked at me with his big, kind eyes as if to say, "It's okay, I'm here for you." We played together, and I felt much better. Dogs really are special friends who always know how to cheer us up. I also learned that dogs have their own way of talking to each other. One day, we visited a dog park, and I watched as Max played with other dogs. They barked, wagged their tails, and sniffed each other. It was like they had their own secret language. My mom said that dogs communicate with their bodies and sounds. They can tell each other if they're happy, scared, or excited. The more I watched Max, the more I realized how amazing dogs are. They have super senses, can read our feelings, and even have their own way of talking. Every day, I discovered something new about Max, and felt so lucky to have him as my friend. But there's still so much more to learn about dogs. For example, I haven't told you about the time Max helped me find something very important, or how he makes friends with other animals. There are endless stories and secrets about dogs that I'm excited to share with you next time. So, where was I? Oh yes, there are so many more stories and secrets about dogs that I'm excited to share with you. Let's keep going, shall we? One sunny morning, I woke up with a big smile because it was my birthday. I couldn't wait to see what surprises awaited me. When I ran downstairs, I saw Max waiting by the front door with a bright, colorful ribbon tied around his neck. He looked so happy and excited, just like me. I gave him a big hug, and he licked my face, making me giggle. My mom and dad had planned a birthday picnic in the park, and of course, Max was coming along. We packed a big basket with sandwiches, fruits, and treats for Max. When we got to the park, we found a perfect spot under a big shady tree. As we set up, Max started sniffing around, exploring every inch of the grass and bushes. While we were eating, I noticed Max was paying special attention to a nearby tree. He kept circling it, his nose close to the ground. Curious, I went over to see what had caught his attention. To my surprise, I found a tiny, fluffy kitten stuck in a low branch. The kitten looked scared and was meowing softly. Max had found her with his amazing nose. My dad carefully lifted the kitten from the branch, and we gave her some water and a little bit of food. She was so cute and tiny, with big blue eyes and a soft purr. Max sat beside her, gently sniffing and wagging his tail. It was like he was saying, "Welcome to the family, little one." We decided to take the kitten home and named her Luna, Fluffy Kitten. Max and Luna, Fluffy Kitten, quickly became best friends. They played together, chased each other around the house, and even napped side by side. It was so fun to watch them, and I learned that dogs and cats can be great friends if they understand each other. One evening, as I was doing my homework, I noticed Max and Luna, Fluffy Kitten, sitting by the window looking outside. They seemed fascinated by something. I joined them and saw a family of birds building a nest in a tree in our backyard. Max and Luna, Fluffy Kitten, watched quietly, as if they didn't want to scare the birds away. I realized that animals have their own way of respecting each other's space and being curious about the world around them. A few weeks later, something amazing happened. Max and I were playing fetch in the yard when I accidentally threw the ball too far. It rolled into a thick bush, and I couldn't see it anymore. I thought we had lost it, but Max didn't give up. He sniffed around, determined to find our ball. Suddenly, he stopped and started digging. To my surprise, he found not only the ball, but also an old, shiny coin buried in the dirt. I showed the coin to my parents, and they told me it was a really old coin, maybe even a treasure. Max had found a treasure in our own backyard. I felt like a real adventurer, and Max was my brave, clever sidekick. I wondered what other secrets were hidden around us, just waiting for Max to discover. Days turned into weeks, and summer was coming to an end. But every day was an adventure with Max and Luna. We discovered so many things together, like hidden trails in the woods, secret spots in the park, and even new friends in our neighborhood. Max's incredible nose and Luna's curious nature led us on so many fun journeys. But remember, there's still more to tell. Like the time Max helped a lost puppy find its way home, or how he became a hero at the local pet show. There are endless stories of Max's bravery, kindness, and the magical way he makes every day special. I can't wait to share the next part of our adventures with you. One chilly autumn day, Max, Luna, and I were out exploring our favorite park. The leaves were turning beautiful shades of red, orange, and yellow, and they crunched under our feet as we walked. Max was as energetic as ever, sniffing every tree and bush, while Luna pranced around, chasing falling leaves. As we walked deeper into the park, we heard a soft whimpering sound. Max's ears perked up, and he led us towards the sound. There, under a pile of leaves, was a tiny, shivering puppy. It looked scared and lost. Max gently nudged the puppy with his nose, as if to say, "It's okay, we're here to help." We carefully picked up the puppy and wrapped it in my jacket to keep it warm. Max and Luna walked close by, comforting the little puppy with their presence. We decided to take the puppy to the park's ranger station to see if anyone was looking for it. When we arrived, the ranger recognized the puppy immediately. "This little one belongs to a family that lives nearby. They've been looking everywhere for him," he said. The ranger called the family, and soon they arrived, tears of joy in their eyes. They thanked us over and over, hugging the puppy tightly. Max wagged his tail proudly, and Luna purred softly. It felt so good to help reunite the puppy with its family. As we walked home, I thought about how amazing Max and Luna were. They always seemed to know when someone needed help, and were always ready to lend a paw. Back home, I gave Max and Luna their favorite treats as a thank you for being such wonderful friends. As we settled in for the evening, I thought about all the adventures we had shared. From finding lost toys and hidden treasures, to rescuing kittens and puppies, every day with Max and Luna was filled with magic and kindness. And you know what? These adventures never have to end. There are always new stories to tell and new friends to meet. Max and Luna taught me that with a little curiosity, kindness, and teamwork, every day can be an adventure. If you enjoyed our stories and want to hear more about Max, Luna, and our incredible adventures, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click the like button if you love dogs and cats as much as we do, and share this story with your friends so they can join in the fun too. Stay tuned for more exciting tales because with Max and Luna, there's always another adventure just around the corner. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.